All right, guys, in this video, I am going to share with you a number of documentaries. I do understand that a lot of you prefer to be entertained as opposed to do your research. And when it comes to projects like Texitcoin and founders like Bobby Gray, these documentaries very well may open your eyes to a lot of things. So we're going to go over a few of these documentaries. I'll be leaving links to them in the description. And I'm going to show you guys why Texitcoin is something that you want to stay far away from. And if you really watch these documentaries and take this information in, which is not going to be from me, you're going to be looking at independent documentaries, you will have a better education on what's really going on in the space, and you will be able to liken these things to what's going on with Texitcoin. Okay, so this came about this morning because a couple days ago we understood about this breach that Texitcoin had, where someone stole a lot of people's Texitcoin out of their wallets. And I dropped this video here, so I do encourage you guys to see this. Bobby Gray, the founder, is completely incompetent to run a business like this, guys, or to take investment capital. And a little while ago, Ant Skull came through, dropped this comment, which is an excellent question. He said, is this Bobby's first step to shut down the mine? Because this is high risk, guys. Is he starting a charade so he can run away with all the investors' money? Now, understand, guys, this has been done before, right? I was not aware that this had been done before when I released this video here. But since this time, Texit Raider came through and said, hey, this wasn't the first time this has happened. So Texit Raider mentioned that a previous breach like this happened before, which further strengthens the fact that Bobby is a complete nincompoop. Clearly, he failed to implement measures to prevent this from occurring again. So he's either stupid or a participating culprit of this latest breach. Neither is good. So, guys, if you watch my videos, if you watch the forum post that I put out there, I'm sharing with you guys there are red flags everywhere. Everywhere, guys. So here come the videos. If you have Netflix, check out these videos. If you don't have Netflix, I say go ahead and pay the $8 for the first month. Watch these videos and get what you can out of them. All right, the first thing I'm going to recommend is Love, Con, Revenge. Now, understand, guys, this has nothing to do with cryptocurrencies, but this has a lot to do with people having the same narcissistic mindset and actions as Bobby Gray. Okay, so I actually just watched the first episode, the first 1.5 episodes of this last night. And as I'm watching it with my wife, I'm looking at this stuff like, man, this is exactly what Bobby Gray's doing. The only difference is this guy here in this documentary is doing it to women. He's focusing on women, love bombing them, giving them all this wonderful information. He does public speaking events and all this type of stuff, trying to raise money and screws them out of money. And a lot of you guys might, while you're watching this here, you might be like, oh, that'll never happen to me. Oh, I can see this coming a mile away. Yet you're entertaining investing in Texitcoin, right? Or you have invested in Texitcoin. So this can and will happen to you if you invest in Texitcoin, because the founder is exactly like the profile you'll see with these guys in that this Love, Con, Revenge. So definitely check this out. The other documentaries are going to be specific to cryptocurrencies. So I encourage you, if you have not already seen Bitcoin, check out this. It's going to be an eye opener for you. That's on Netflix. Another video on Netflix is Trust No One. All right. Another video, and like I say, I'm going to leave links to all these in the description so you can just go to it and join whatever platform you want. This one here, of course, is on YouTube, and so that should be free for everyone. It was released by National Geographic. So if you go out to their channel or do a search on crypto scams, this is it right here. It's Crypto Scams, full episode traffic with Mariana Van Zeller. So check out this video, guys. Again, it's an eye opener. There are tons of videos out here, guys, but these are both entertaining and educational. So if you want to just kick back, relax, watch some popcorn, feed yourself on what's really going on in the crypto space, guys, these are things you want to see. And most similar to what Texitcoin is doing as far as the widespread advertising, hype, whatever the case is, that is very similar to OneCoin. So watch this as well. Very entertaining, guys. And by the time you finish watching these videos, you're going to be scratching your head and be like, nah, I probably need to stay away from this, guys. And I'm going to try to keep one thing very simple and concise for you. Never invest your money in any crypto project where somebody else is taking your money, in the sense that they're coming to you trying to sell you something. If you want to be safe in crypto, you go out there and get yourself an account on a legitimate exchange like Coinbase or Binance. Okay. You fund that yourself. You don't give anybody else your money, guys. You keep that money for yourself. You find out which cryptocurrencies you want to invest in. And of course, I recommend Bitcoin and Bitcoin only, particularly for the long term investment that will continue to increase over time. Yes, it'll pull back, but those pullbacks are perfect opportunities to buy Bitcoin at a lower price so that when the price does go up again, you'll be sitting pretty. Now, if you want to gamble, you can, of course, invest in other coins. But guess what, guys? When you are investing your money directly, you have full control over it. You're not giving it to Texitcoin to where, hey, you just paid them $1,000 or $5,000 or $10,000, and now they've taken your money, and you have to wait a long time to get that money back. Now, in this regard, guys, I'm going to come back to this little graph that I made a while back, and in this, guys, this pretty much speaks of Texitcoin and other similar platforms like it. You, as an investor, are coming in, giving your real world assets, your real money, and you're putting it in here. I say Texit minor seat here, but this could be anything. That's what these guys create. They put a new flag on something and say, hey, this is what you're investing in, blase, blase. This right here doesn't matter. What matters is you're taking your real world assets, you're giving them to this fraudulent system, and that money is going into the pocket of the developer or the founder of the project. From there, this developer is sitting on your real world assets so they can purchase more real world assets for themselves to either fund themselves, or they can just squander the money, which oftentimes they do. And after that, let's say that money goes into Bobby Gray's hands. What does he do? He has a luxury lifestyle. He gets necessities to keep the fraud going, and then he pays you, um, pay that with your real world assets. And what is he paying? He's paying his friends, his family, he's paying recruiters, which we see on a massive scale, gifts, liquidity. And that liquidity we're going to talk about in a little bit as well, because this liquidity that he's allocated is still sitting there waiting for him to do a run or an escape, right? We don't know that he's really going to use that liquidity for keeping the price up. And clearly the price is coming down, guys. And with a very small percentage of all this money he's getting from you guys as investors, he's giving you a return in a crap token called TXC. Not a real world asset, but a speculative token whose value can plummet at any time. And I know, guys, in these meetings, they'll tell you, well, the price is $4 now, we're up, and you're getting less tokens every day, but the price, as the price goes up, you get more tokens, you get more you get more money. Well, think about what happens if the opposite happens, guys. Right now, let's pull up a calculator real quick. Each day, let's say you're getting half a Texit coin a day based on $1,000 investment, or $995, or whatever the case is. The price now is currently like $4.41, right? But let's say $4.50. So if you're getting half a Texit coin a day times $4.50, that's $2.25 a day. You paid $995 divided by 2.25. It's going to take you 442 days. Let's divide that by 365. See what that is a year. It's going to take you a year, 1.2 years to get that return on investment. Meaning what, guys? That means you have made no money from this system. And it takes you 1.2 years to get back that $1,000 that you put in. Of course, it's going to get worse if you paid $5,000. You're still going to take the same amount of time, but you got more to recoup, right? Now, let's say the price goes down to $3. No, better yet, let's say $1, because that's where it's going to be heading, guys. As more people putting that sell pressure on it, which we're going to get to in a little bit in this video, that price is going to continue to drop, right? So let's say you get half a token a day, and keep in mind this half a token you're getting today, as more miners come in, that's going to decrease. So instead of getting half a Texit coin, you'll get 0.4 or 0.2 or 0.1. But we're going to stick with the high numbers. 0.5 times 1, of course, is 0.5. So you were essentially getting 50 cents a day. Okay? We divide that by $9.95, which is the amount that you invested, divided by 0.5. That's going to take you 1,990 days. Divide that by 365. That's 5.5 years, guys. That is going to take you to recoup your investment if Texitcoin is even still around by then. So this is the danger that you are dealing with when you get into protocols like this. You pay your money, you don't have access to that money anymore, and you're waiting for a prayerful price increase. And then if the price increases, what are they going to do? They're incentivizing you to keep holding the token with a future hope that it's going to get higher. How do I know this? Because it is going on regularly, guys. This is what they're promoting to you. Where do I have this? Let me pull this up for you real quick. Here it is, this path to 18. You guys remember this? Path to 80. They're pushing to you, hey, we're going to be at $80 by February of 2026. What does this incentivize you to do? It incentivizes you to keep buying or keep mining this token, invest more to mine the token, get more of the token, and hold the token. Guys, Texitcoin is never going to reach $80, and it's certainly not going to do it within the next 6 months, right? Furthermore, we could scratch this out altogether because even their path to 16, they can't keep up, right? We are currently in November the 7th. We're in November. They got $10 million in liquidity, or so-called liquidity they're sitting on, and they cannot maintain a price of $5.29. The current price of Texitcoin is like, what, $4 and some change or something like that? Yeah, here it is here. See, $4.50 or something like that. And they cannot maintain that. Keep in mind also, guys, that whales have not even started dropping cashing out on this yet. So if a whale is sitting on tens of thousands of Texitcoin, and you as a miner have invested $1,000 and you're only getting zero point 0.5 or less Texitcoin, where does that put you guys? Bobby is trying to incentivize you to keep holding that token, not selling it off. And by the time you do sell it off, guys, it's going to be under $1. Okay. So understand the game that you're playing here, guys. I try to share this with you as much as I can in these videos, but I know a lot of you really aren't getting it. And that's why I do want to recommend these documentaries so you kind of understand how the game is played. All right. Now, with that, I'm going to end this with a question that someone asked in this meeting that they had on November the 4th. It was a very good question. So shout out to the person that asked it. I'm going to speed this up a little bit, 1.5. And we're going to see what this question was. Check this out, guys.
Are you done trying to keep the price up on Dextrade? Kinda. I'm done with whoever's doing this heavy duty selling, and it's more than one person, draining all of the liquidity out of Dextrade. If they want to keep selling, they got to pick up the phone and call me, because
if they want to keep selling, they got to pick up the phone and call him. Again, guys, he controls everything. If you want to sell your Texit coin, this is showing the power and control he has. Hey, if you're going to buy on Dextrade, you're going to buy at a low price because, hey, I'm not going to give you my money. I'm not going to give you all this $10 million of liquidity I have set aside, because ultimately, guys, that is an exit strategy for Bobby. Is this saying that he will do it? I'm not saying I'm not in Bobby's mind, but I suspect based on his history that liquidity that he has set aside is for his exit strategy. I'm just going to say, based on his history, based on how he treats his employees, based on how he treats his Texit Rangers, based on how he treats people that put in a lot of hours and time to promote this project, guys, red flag. And furthermore, guys, understand, those that have made money in Texitcoin made money because they got in early enough and then tricked enough people into investing thousands of dollars. At this stage, guys, if you get in, you're going to be making pennies where all these other people have already made thousands. Okay. Now, let's see what else Bobby has to say here.
we're not going to battle them on Dextrade. That doesn't mean they can't sell there. It just means that if they want to sell there, they're going to push the price down. But because we have so many other markets now, it means that the Dextrade price is becoming a smaller percentage. It is kind of cool, though, to see that some of our other markets are holding steady and they've got volume there that's not directly related to our floor. So yeah, I'm going to step back from Dextrade and see what happens. Can we add in?
Okay, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, guys. Understand, Dextrade is the only legitimate exchange that Texitcoin is on. The reason nobody else is really trading on these exchanges so massively is because they require KYC, meaning they're going to get all of your information or try to justify not giving you your money if you don't give them that information. And number two, all of these other exchanges have extremely bad ratings. We're going to jump over to some of these reviews here. So we see on CoinMarketCap that this Texitcoin is traded on these exchanges. And if you go and check Trustpilot for all these exchanges, Dextrade here is the only one that has a good rating. And even some of the one-star ratings you'll see here, guys, understand that there's another system out there that use Dextrade or Dextrader or whatever the case is, and they've pushed out bad reviews thinking that it was Dextrade, but it was not Dextrade. It was actually another exchange. So if these people would actually come out, realize, oh, that wasn't Dextrade that screwed me over, their rating would actually be better. Okay, so Dextrade, out of all of these platforms here, guys, Dextrade is the only one that I found to be legit. I would not touch these others. Of course, I've been, traded on Uniswap before, but I don't really consider that an exchange, rather as opposed to like a swapping platform or whatever. And even with this, you can't do TXC. You have to do their wrapped TXC, which is not convenient, right? But look at these other exchanges. Check out Trustpilot, check out the reviews. Check out Trustpilot for Bitmart, check out the reviews. Check out Trustpilot for Bioeconomy, check out the reviews. Pinex, check out the reviews. Jew, check out the reviews. So all of these are crappy exchanges, guys. I don't know why they're pursuing this. I guess they think by having a lot of exchanges, that looks good for the protocol, or that coin market cap is going to say, oh, they're doing great, they're doing it on all these exchanges. No. And especially if coin market cap realizes that 90% of the activity that goes on all these trades are market manipulation from Texitcoin themselves, there's no way this thing is going to get more exposure on coin market cap. Okay. So you as an investor, when you want to sell your Texitcoin, guess where? The only place that's reasonable to trade or to sell your Texitcoin is on Dextrade. Possibly Uniswap if you want to go through the problems of swapping to your wrap TXC or whatever the case is. But then again, when you hit this, the slippage is going to be so high that you're not going to get what you expecting to get anyway, right? So Dextrade is ultimately the only and the best play to sell your Texitcoin. And Bobby has just said here in this video that he's not gonna support it. And he's like, well, we'll just see what happens. Well, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, guys. As the price continues to fall on Dextrade, some of you guys are going to venture to get an account on Mexi, Bitmart, or whatever the case is, and you are going to start arbitrage, right? You are going to purchase low prices on Dextrade as the price falls, and you're going to go out and sell that on a Bitmart or a Mexi. And what is that going to do on that? That's going to put that sell pressure on these exchanges, right? And that's going to push the price down. So ultimately, while he's saying, hey, I'm not going to fight it, these guys that are, selling on Dextrade, well, ultimately, the price of all the other exchanges are going to follow suit because people do know how to arbitrage. I know how to arbitrage, but I would not touch, personally, I would not touch any of these other exchanges outside of Uniswap and Dextrade. And again, like I say, Uniswap, I don't even trade on that anymore because the slippage is so high. So I don't deal with that at all. And as you can see, the volume is very low on Uniswap as well. All right, guys. Hey, I'm trying. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to get this information out there to you so you do not fall prey to people like Bobby Gray because he will screw you over in the end. And again, check out these documentaries, guys, because they are out here for your knowledge and understanding of what's going on in the crypto space. Even if you're not technical, enjoy these documentaries, learn from them, and learn what to avoid. And always, if anybody comes to you with a crypto project, guys, stay away from it, especially if it's based on multi-level marketing or a referral program, because they're only sharing that with you to fill their pockets. Okay? Put your money in a serious exchange like Coinbase, Binance. Don't even do Kraken anymore because they have proven themselves to block your funds as well. But put it in an exchange and hold your own assets, guys. That's the best solution in the crypto space, and you will not have to worry about getting scammed or screwed over. All right, guys, that's all I got for you in this video, and we will holler on the next one. Peace out.